Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purposes only. So please, you're very welcome to follow our signals as long as it's your own risk. For the ones that just join us today, we use 3-4 different type of an auto trade. But the main one here is the first column here on the left upper corner is a new signal, and it gives you the direction and price, entry, target, and PNL. As an example, sell 29.24.25, target 29.17.50, and then you are 23 ticks into that trade. The market analyzer is based on 1 minute, and it is based on one contract. Normally, sometimes we use on the auto trades one or two contracts, but the market analyzer is based on 1 minute and 1 minute only. And then the market analyzer, also the details here in the blue charts, so we can see when we hit the target and where to enter the market and all that. At the same time, the same principle, you can do Forex and stocks. Follow the signals. So for the Forex traders, also the same story. You can see here in pips and the total of amount and pips money. Normally we start around 10 o'clock, but today, right now, is 9:26. This is before the markets open. Our official time is 10 o'clock, and we will start at 10 o'clock. But if we see any new signal right now, we can highlight it for you. That will be maybe a little help. Please stand by, and we're gonna get quiet a little bit, not unless if we see anything needs to tell you about, and then we will start officially. Our official time is 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. Right now it's 9:34, and based from the last entry signal, we have 422 ticks, 50 ticks ES, 130 NASDAQ, 45 YM, 30-year Treasury bond, 9 ticks. Right now we have in total 400 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal. There is a 6E future trade, sell at 109.30, target 108.55. I don't know if there's anyone interested in the euro dollar future or euro dollar forex. They all have the same signal, plus minus. So this is the new signal. It gives you the entry, target, and how many ticks you are into that trade. Okay, guys, here is the situation here. We have a short trade and we're not over the short trade. Right now we have 568 ticks into the profit based on one contract, but we're not over with the short contract yet. And very soon we will have a signal for a long trade. But if you're thinking about taking a short trades in those areas, they're not gonna do very well. So we are waiting on getting a new signal, buy signal, and in a way, there is a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond, sell and 16504, target 16427. So this is the new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond pointing to the sell position, which that is going to make the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones go in the opposite direction. And you can see the impact immediately. It is immediately the market on the ES, YM, and NASDAQ. There is direct impact after we have the sell position on the 30-year Treasury bond. So right now the market, especially when the 30-year Treasury bond go into the sell position, and then the ES going in the same direction, this is the most dangerous time to trade, and we need to stay on hold. We don't need to take any more short trade, and this is extremely the market is going to dive into a bit of volatility here. So that's why hands off until we get the buy signal. Now the 30-year Treasury bond going down, that means it's going to have an impact on your ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. So now you need to stand by, and we are about to have a buy order on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. For those one here, it is about finished, which you can leave it as is, or you can say close position, we close position, and we can, if you want to also, you can go ahead and reactivate it by going like this, and it is done, and now it's going to reactivate the auto trade. Also on this one here, the party is over to the short side. So what we are going to do, I mean, if you leave it alone, of course, the auto trade will close position. You don't need to do anything. But right now, the party is over to the short side, and now we are looking for a new signal. This is a very interesting, this is a different automated trade, and this one here is not yet to the public, is only to our people have a full package and have the subscription for that. The ones who have no subscription, they are not even eligible for that. But this one here is already have a very early entry on the okay, there we go. We have a Russell buy signal at 15061, and it is 1512 the target. This is a buy entry on the Russell. And then we have I lost track. Oh, yes, the gold. Yes, sir. Okay, so this is an early start and an early prediction on a 225 and a 125 on this one here. So This is an early prediction on the ES and YM, and and so we should have getting a new signals very soon on the YM and ES and Nasdaq. So what we are waiting on to break those level and confirm the long trade. So we still have a bit long way to go on those. So right now we are in a really middle of between long and short. So you should be careful not to trade and wait on the new signal to come out. So the signal will come out here on the first column. We are not yet officially out of the wood with the short. And here is the sad situation right now on this market. It is too crazy to take a short trade. You're not gonna survive with it. Maybe you can nail 5 or 10 ticks here and there, but it is not something you're gonna be chewing on the short side. So it is extreme high risk now to take short trades in those area, and especially when you have the 30-year treasury bond going in the same direction with the ES. I mean, the market had dropped a lot, and this is really nailed over 60, nailed, and earlier was almost 70 ticks on the ES. So now we are in a way recovering those. So I would not take short here. It is very, very critical, and your chances about winning a trade in here is a very thin, actually. So we need to wait till we are confirming and getting the long trade and the 30-year treasury bond to the short side, which we are coming to the long trade, and we should not get excited with the short trades anymore, because it is over. The party is over with this. That's why, you know, this is very clever. We have made those zone, and those are for only at the moment our traders have a full package and have a subscription for it. Does not come with your full package, no exception. And on this one here, actually it gives you an early prediction when the short trade is over. You can catch it from the fib lines, or you can wait from the signal and take a trade. So so this is really very slick how when the short trade is over, the fibs automated trade pick up between the short and the long signal. Those here they picked up in between, and this is really amazing that you will never miss on the market, and that's what is beauty about it. And this is actually don't need a brainer. It just need a guy have a little hours behind the screen, and then he can I'm not sure about that, but let me see. You know, by mistake, we have 2 webinars on the YouTube, and that it is not good. Okay, guys, very soon we are about to have a buy signal, and we'll see. where the estimation, what we say it is genuine entry for the ES, is going to be around 2917 long, and it's going to be weak long. It's not going to be strong long. And for the Nasdaq, we're going to have a strong. It's going to be above the. So when the new signal, they're going to come out around 6109, and no, this is the YM, and the Nasdaq. You should never consider a buy order before 7724. This is the magic number on the Nasdaq. So we still away a little bit to go. And here is the situation right now. We are in this process between the short and the long, which it is the biggest mistake amateur traders do. They don't understand this area here. Whether you are auto trading it or manual trading it, this is the most dangerous area to trade in the future market because of the situation right now. This market on the ES, it is an extremely can go either way, and it is going diving into big pile of mud in here. So this is the situation where you think is going to be long, and then the market start turning red on you. And then if you think it's short, the market start turning around the opposite direction. So those area here, once we hit the target and coming in, and leave those noises below us, the only clear picture is going to be around 17 level on the ES, and actually it is a nasty right now on the Nasdaq. The clear picture supposed to be around 25 level, 7725, and ES, the YM is going to be around 6108. So at the moment is a bit foggy with this one here. Because you think it's going short, but it will not. Now it turns around, you see? And this is where most of the auto traders are not, they cannot spot those that will cause those area extreme heavy losses, and then could be also blow accounts in those area. So those area here, we cannot mess with, and you need to sit on the side until we have confirmation and a signal buy, and then we can say, okay, now we are out of the wood, and now we can take a long trade. But sure, in a blindly long and short in this area is going to be a problem for you. So one thing now we need to be careful on this area is going to be long on your future market. It's going to be week long, and we will see how this market. Of course, the auto trades, they're going to fire the trades, whether it is weak or strong. But I'm cautioning you, it's going to be those trades now on the long coming in. Keep your hands closed on the closing position because it's going to be a week long. So we will wait on this new signals coming up, and then it is up to you what you want to do with it. We're not out of the wood yet, guys, and we need to see confirmation on the long before we get the new signal on the market analyzer. We need to see some confirmation that we are out of the short period. So now we are coming into this hard area where if we look at the YM, you can see how this market has been a direct line from 1005, and the way this Nasdaq going up, fell, and then you think it's short, and then turn around on you. You think long, and then it goes turn around on you. So this is a guessing game, and then you will lose. We don't want to guess that this market is going out, up, or we don't want to guess this market is going in. What we need confirmation that this market, it is permanently now going to the long side. So not permanently, but I mean, we are out of the wood from the short. So so now it is very key to break the last defend line on the short. It is 29.1625. Now anything below the 29.1625, if you're thinking about going long, this is a high risk trade. What we need to do, wait on the new signal come in, and it is coming around 1625. On the Nasdaq, there is another problem. We have the 7723. We need to worry about the 2325. So if you want to put a limited order, it has to be 7723.50. So you will put a limited order above that around 2350, because this market here is going to struggle on the 7723 before it goes long. So I would not trust this market the way it is positioned right now to go short or long. So we are waiting for that market to break all those walls before we can say, okay, we can take that trade from here, and then the system will give us the target. However, for the zone, they are already way ahead, and they got the $500 on that trade. We closed the other one, and if we look at the 1 minute, as we see from the signal entry, we have a double floor in fibs, and this double floor in fibs is blocking that Nasdaq to go any higher, and this is an early entry. And then we need to see that ES breaking the 915.75 level before we say, okay, now I will go short. So this is a very serious business, and this is where the area it is going to be making it or breaking it. So there is a lot of traders, what they do when they see this trailing stop 1 and trailing stop 2, actually they reverse this market and take a short, betting on this market not going to survive this resistance line. So that's why this is an area can go either way, and you don't want to be caught in between. As you see right now, this ES stop at those level, and now it is not up to us, it's about those market pusher, how they wanted this market to move. It is not our game. So they might drop it a couple of bars and go back, retest to break those area, or it could be sideways now for another 5-10 minutes before it break out this area here. So this is a really critical area on the short side, and as you see, it's a struggling market, and the market got to the 1425 but was not able to break the not yet the 1450. So this is the biggest example how this market sometimes, and those are very important, because if I mean, those are technical area here. We need to feel good before we can take a trade. We need to see, confirming those are crossed, the bar close above that, that's me, we are on the right direction. Anything below this, we are not confirming that this is a long trade yet. So of course, a guy from here to here can make 10 ticks or so. There is no doubt about it. But to catch a trend and stay with it and make a real decent money, he will not be able to do that. So we have that trade here, and this is where right now how we explain it. Most of the auto trade, doesn't matter where this auto trade coming from. Now probably 90% of the auto trades, they are in trouble at the moment. They are in trouble, and they will start losing money. especially if it's a lousy auto trade based on a Renko bar. You are in a disaster already. So look, the market, um, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna get caught between those area and the 70025, and this is where this market is going to go back and forth. So there is nothing we are going to miss. We just want it. Let the market come to our standard and say we only gonna be taking a trade long at 1625 or 1650, limited order buy, and we are saving our butt from getting into the chop market and losing money. This is the key for any guy wanna auto trade to recognize that sometimes your auto trade get in trouble, and because not because the not because maybe an auto trade, maybe because he has not read the market and he let the auto trade lose without thinking if this tradable at the moment or should you wait 5-10 minutes. I don't believe in an auto trade that says on it 9:30 you need to start auto trading. It could be 9:35, could be 9:40, could be 10 o'clock, could be 9:15. I don't believe in auto trade that it's gonna take only trades at 9:30. You know, could be good. I don't know, but the market don't move the same every day. So you cannot just close your eye and say, you know, go auto trade, make me money today despite the condition in the market. You cannot say despite the condition in the market. So right now you can see they are pushing it, trying to see if they are able to break those levels. And now we can see how that ES got slapped from those double trailing stop, and now is going back to seek an exit somewhere. So right now there is nothing. It's just on a standby, and we still waiting on a long trade. So I'll be quiet for a while. Thank you. For the last few years, we've been live and on the YouTube for a couple of years. We are more accurate 8 out of 10. And as you see now, the charts are blinking. That telling you the buyers are forcing it to trying. If you see they are trying to break those area, and the buyers are jumping, trying to break those area here. And that's why you see those charts blinking like a Christmas tree. And it is really a struggling market on those double resistance line, those floor and fibs, and have tried many times this ES to break those two level here. Here is the problem. A lot of times guys asking me how to read the market if it's gonna go sideways. This is the problem. If this ES not able to break those lines, we are going to jump into flat market or sideways market, or call it whatever you want to. The trader get caught in those area where you no longer can take short. You can scalp a little bit, 10 ticks here and there, but you cannot really take short, and you cannot take long. And that it is, this market is going to drive you crazy, because this is the re-entry point right now, and as we see, is going to probably project from this area or not. So this is a big mess, and you cannot take short anymore. The short is over, and then the ES is fell to break those levels. So what happened in this area, as you see, this is the re-entry on the NASDAQ, and they came into the 0.3 level and sitting right there. Then once he breaks those, if he can't break this area, is gonna get caught on the 99.50 and then followed by 93. It's not gonna happen. So what I'm saying is, those the area where we're gonna see a lot of chop market in those area, and we welcome to trading. There is nothing we can do. We just need the long trade. We are done with the short trade, and I'm not gonna call any short trades in this area here. So it's no go for a short trade. Now when we are auto trading, of course you will have the auto trades following the markets in a way, in a dummy way. I will not call it in a dummy way, but it is without any thinking. The auto trades are taking a trade, that's fine. But do you think they're gonna make it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Those trades, the short trades, they are going to make it, and you will watch it and mark my word on it. They're gonna fall back, and they're not gonna be. They're gonna start. Look at this. Look at this. Now look. You see, and this is a very serious chart. This is a 5 minutes chart. I mean, this is really a big chart for a guy trading Rankos, and the market, it is sitting right there, and nothing happening actually. So this is this is really where most of the traders, when they auto trade, not aware what's going on, they can be financially in trouble, or they can be kicked out by some kind of enrollment that they promise you they want to give you money if you are a success trader. So this is not the way it works. So there we go. We got caught on the 99.5, and now trying to see how this market gonna go back and forth. I don't feel like want to keep chasing a bar. What I wanted to do, and I'm not interested in the short. What I'm waiting on, this market give me a buy signal to start taking a trade. That's it. Now on a short trade, I'm not sure you will be making money on the short trade, because the way it's going with the short, one step forward, two step backward, one step forward, which this is a really nightmare for any kind of auto trade or things. So I don't believe in that short, despite the auto trades start kicking in, but I'm not with that, you know. So I mean, the auto trades are taking short, that's fine, but would it last? No, I'm not sure it's going to last this auto trade on those trades. So we will see how this market gonna turn around on us, and it is we have to be always very careful, and don't trust the market at all. Do not trust the market. Don't trust the little bumper movement here and there. I don't trust those guys, so I'm gonna stay quiet for a while, and then we'll pick up whatever we can see. Thank you. You see, this is the oldest trick, guys. This is the oldest trick. You can imagine how many traders did go follow this trap, and went short, and all of a sudden, this market fired the opposite direction. This is the oldest trick in the book. So when you have a MACD, ATRs, all this nonsense, by the time your auto trade fire with those black box automated trade, then the market turn around on you. Then what it does, let's just study a little bit the trick here. If we look at the wig, how big is this wig? No auto trade with a stop loss is going to survive that wig. It's going to be put out, going back down, put out, turn around, and go the opposite direction. So all those tricks, and that's why we have some traders, they know, they've been around, and when they see things like this, they can go ahead and say, you know what, I'm gonna pause it a little bit, or I'm gonna direct this auto trade take short only or long only. And if you are a guy know about the trade, you can direct this auto trade. But if you don't want to direct it, leave it alone. We'll take a trade left and right as you like. So this is the problem with the stop loss, because your stop loss is known well between 15 to 20 ticks. Some of the guys, they go 25 ticks. So this is your limitation. But we have the other group. We have some traders, they only use 5 ticks, but they've been trading for many, many years. And 6 ticks, they know how to play the game between those lines. They hide behind the zone, the fibs, the support, the resistance. They know, they've been around. But for a normal guy, he is diving into very high risk trade. And there is some time in this market your chances winning that trade is going to be 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And in an area like this, your luck could drop to 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10, So your percentage drop immediately, even if you are the best trader. When you are trying to trade the critical areas, and especially if you are jet skiing, well, you know, and blind, you don't know what is under the water. So this is a nightmare for a guy don't know what's going on under the hood. So that's why sometimes the market keep us out of work for half an hour. Sometimes they keep us 1 hour out of work, but at least you're not losing money. You're sitting on the side. You're waiting on the. This has happened last week actually, and the week before. We were struggling between 10 and 11, and then when the market start lining up around 11:15, it was thousands of dollars was made. But for this guy to survive or skip this nightmare here, it is a bit hard for some traders to recognize this is not tradable area. It is a bit hard if you're not trained a trader. So we'll see. You see now the market turning around again. So this is in a way is a can give a trader. Uh, he becomes stressful and pissed, and he wanna get revenge trade. And this is where the market really start getting under the trader's skin. You know, one bar is about to pick up, and one bar is about to drop, and that is get frustration for the trader. And then this is where he start when the market start getting under his skin. This is where he start making mistakes. So be calm on it, and you say, I'm not gonna get involved in this. If you want to scalp, you're very welcome. You can scalp this market in those area. But look at this. Look at this. How are you gonna make money in here? Can anyone tell me how you can make money in here? One bar down, bar up is all get caught in that channel here. It's not tradable. So we're gonna wait till we are in the proper area to trade, which we wanted to go long. That's it. At the moment, there is no long. Extreme tight of volatility, and it's not worth to gamble today with anything at the moment until we have a clearance how this market is going. You know, so be careful, guys. It's your money we're talking about. Now you can see when there's a flashing like this, the buyers are coming back to retest those areas to see if they can break it. So let me make a simple chart. So let's see if this market able to break those area here again. We have a new signal on the DAX buy at 662, target 17035. And it will not go anywhere until we get the ES. Look, the ES now, it is the same story again. It's trying to retest those number. And if you want to go trade on the ES, it has to be 1625 or 1650. At the same time, you have to recognize it's a week long. It's not a really smooth right now on the ES. NASDAQ, we still have a long way to go on the NASDAQ. And let me show you for a message to those guys with Autotrader. You have to see good trades and a bad trades. And now, as we see what I have showed you earlier, I said I'm not sure about those auto trade. They're gonna make it, and they were in the green. If I closed the position, they would have got $300, $400, $500. And as we see here, the auto trade are struggling, and they really are not making any money. They are going in a circle, and as you see, an immediate reaction to your account. Now your account is in red. You know why? Because we have brushed off the warning in the market telling us you are in a dangerous area. You know, so is it tradable, this area? No, it's not tradable, this area, because this ES fell one more time on that one here, got caught in this area, followed by a projection. It's a big mess. On a day like this, you just need to sit down and wait till we get the proper entry. I prefer to make $200 today than to make $2,000 and take a high risk, and instead of making $2,000, I'm gonna wind up losing $2,000. So losing money is faster than earning the money. So we can brush off the warning in the market and say, no, it's gonna be okay, which of course immediately you will be paying the price. And the only one you have to blame is you, not the system, not anybody else, not NinjaTrader, because you have not recognized there is a bad area to trade. That's your fault, you know. I mean, if you're driving a car and if you didn't see something on the road and you went and crashed it with this something on the road, it's not something wrong with the car, it's something for you missed to see, you know. So if you missed to see how this market is struggling, it is not your system, it's not your NinjaTrader, it is you did not see it. You know, it's not because your auto trade did not see it, because you did not see it. Do I activate an auto trade in this area? No, I do not activate auto trades in this area. So for this guy is trying to have a company give him money to trade. If he cannot see those, he's going to fail. And he will be revealed immediately on the big losses. And this guy, it says, is not a genuine trader, and he cannot read chop market. So immediately he's gonna fail, and there's nobody is gonna give him money if he cannot read those area here. So whether you like to hear what I'm saying, or I mean, this is reality. I cannot change anything. Take it or leave it, but welcome to reality. I mean, you know, this is absolutely is my fault, Vito. Yes, why not? You know. So yes, you're right. Absolutely is my fault. Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead. You know, shoot as much as you can. Yeah. So we are still insistent on our numbers, and those poor guy, by the time they go short, the market turned around and knocked him out. By the time he goes short again, got knocked out, and now he got really in trouble. And now this market start going the other direction. So all the short trades now become irrelevant, and we are trying very hard to break from 1450 all the way to the 16. And this is a really critical area. So Sam, how can I trade, or how can I read the market? We are teaching you here every day. We're showing you. On Friday I covered 4 hours, you know. And if somebody couldn't read what I'm saying, I mean, you know, it's not my fault. If you have logged in on this webinar and you're not looking at your chart, what I'm saying, it's not my fault. If you have your television on and you're watching the football on, it's not my fault. When I put 4 hours on Friday, just on Friday, 4 hours teaching the market, and every day we put 2-3 hours teaching how to trade the market, I'm not going to accept somebody calling me and tell me, Sam, would you teach me how to trade? You know, because I'm doing it free here, live. You know, so not unless if somebody would like me to move in with him. Of course, Vito will say yes immediately. But as you see here right now, guys, there is nothing. So I'm going to stay quiet before I get in trouble. Keep your eye on the first. Thank you, sir. And keep your eye in here until we get a new signal. And could be in 10 minutes or so. And then we will pick up the new signal for trade. That's all what I can say, guys. I have nothing to offer right now. Thank you. Okay, guys, now we are, the ES is trying again to break this area. Keep your eye on it. Look, he has tried many times, and as you see right now, it's right in front of you. It's like you're flying a plane, you know. All your instruments is in front of you, very clear what's going on. So now the ES is trying to break this area here. And as you see, when the charts are blinking, this means the buyers on the move. And now we are about to get a new signal, buy signal on the ES. And you can see they're trying to lift that market to a safe area. Right now, you're going to have an ES signal entry first, then you follow by the YM, and it's going to follow by NASDAQ. So for the NASDAQ trader, keep your eye on the ES and YM, how strong they are going to the move up. So look. Now we have said an hour ago, it is 1625 or 1650 as an entry. And right now we are at the 1525. Can you imagine this guy is sitting by himself, being all over the place and not knowing what's going on? A disaster trader. And so this is, look, we're nailing it down to the tick, you know. As we see here, go back to the video, everything we say. We said 1650 or 1625, and we are struggling on those last 3 ticks. It is like it's trying the ES to serve, you know, it's taking his last breath from the short area. And as you see, look at this, guys. When we said an hour ago, go back to the video, we have estimated 1650, 1625. And look where is this market struggling to the tick. So it is like a flying an airplane, and you have the instruments in front of you. If you know how to fly, you're reading those instruments and you can land any airport at night. Yeah, not to just give me where is the autopilot, I'll take care of the rest. No, you can read, you know, it's like an instrument. So as we see here, gentlemen, we came into this area here, and the ES has not been able to break that. Now it's fixing to break that area. Get ready for a new signal on the ES, a new signal. Follow the ES, a new signal. You will have probably the YM, and then you're gonna have the NASDAQ, I think, at the last. So there we go. Get ready. Okay, new signal, buy at 1675 ES and 2924.50, and there is a weakness, as we said. There is a weakness in the long trade. So this is the first one, and we have a new signal on the future. It's euro dollar, and we are waiting on Mr. NASDAQ here. We're about to have the NASDAQ trade right now. Keep your eye on the NASDAQ, please. We are about to have the trade on the NASDAQ and the YM. We are about to have a new signal. There we go. Get ready. Today, this long trade is a bit weak. Be careful. Watch this market like a hog. And there we go. We have a lift off. And now we are on the trade. Okay. Well, on the YM, I was hit the target immediately. Sorry, guys. And on the ES, we are okay on the ES at the moment. So, guys, this is the trick. Can you imagine? It's not about money. I want to make money now. You want to make money now? Good luck. You are not going to make money now. Can you imagine? For the ones who are watching us today, I say, guys, keep your hands off trading until we have a confirmation. For those last half an hour, traders, they were not with us, or they traded on their own. Can you imagine how much money they lost? You know, again, guys, you cannot get married to this trade. You have to keep your eyes and your hands on the mouth. It is a very critical long trade. Is a very weak trade, and you gotta don't trust this market. Let me explain to you where you're going with this. There is a probability on this ES gonna break the 1925, but we are going to stop at 21 level. For the NASDAQ, if this ES is not able to break that area, this NASDAQ is gonna sink in. If this ES break that area, the second stop is 7729 on the NASDAQ, and the second bumper on the ES is going to be 21. Now the question is, are we able to break that area here, the 1925? Okay, there we go. You can see how this ES stopped at this fib line 1925. If this ES not able to break it, that is going to have a direct impact on your trade with the NASDAQ. So now I'm expecting this NASDAQ to go to the 7729. Then, look. You see? We need to see that ES breaking that area here. It's just struggling on that zone level here. And if it's not, close it immediately, and that's mean the trade is over. As if you go back to the video, whatever we say, before this happened, we have told you it's going to be week long. And this is exactly what happened. It gave us, and the ES fell at 291925, coming into now to the support area. And right now we are, if we are not able to break that, oh boy, what a day is going to be. And the impact is immediately showing. And let's see if we are able to go back from the support area at 1775. Okay, now it is the ES trying to break that number one more time. It is very important for us to break that 1925. There is a weak buyers in there. Let's see how we're gonna go with it. Let's see if we can survive. This is going to be a double projection at 2202 and 2155, and it's going to cause some pullback in this area here. I mean, we're not that far from the target. We still have to cross those double resistance. The YM, sadly, my target was very small. The YM is in a very clear all the way to the 26171. The NASDAQ, once we survive that area here, 3225, we have another area to deal with, is 3850. Final destination, 43. Welcome to trading. Come back and see us when you have more money. If we notice here also the system, we thought about everything. If you see, guys, we have a really big chunk of double resistance here. Projection. And if we notice here, this is the re-entry point at 29.20, plus followed by 3 reversal is telling you, you know, wake up, buddy. Look at this, 3 reversal right in this area, and in here is giving you the reversal in conjunction with your resistance line. So they are all 3 giving you reversal signal if you want to consider taking some of the trades out or all of them out. So one of the biggest mistake, if you say, okay, I'm happy with $300 and I want to call it off for today, you are the best man, you're my favorite man. Here is another guy, say, no, I want to make $1,000, you're not my favorite man, but wish you good luck with that, because I prefer to take 300 and chase a wild goose for 1,000, because I don't know if this ES, honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure that ES is able to break the 2150, 22 level and the 23 level. This is a very thick wall. I'm not sure it's going to break it. Honestly, I'm not sure. And if it's a break it, hey, you know, that's good. I'll be happy for those guys. But I'm not sure it's going to break it, you know. So if I'm not sure if this place is going to make it, you nailed on those last 3 signal over. I mean, sadly, my NASDAQ, my YM got out immediately, but you got almost $1,500 on those 3 trades by waiting until 11 o'clock. Is this good enough? I'm not sure about each one of you. So to go back here, we nailed 16 ticks on the ES, 38 ticks on the NASDAQ, and 20 ticks thank you. I mean, you know, we get comments all the time, you know, and everybody have one message on the Skype except Vito have 15 message I have not read. Okay, let me thank you, Vito. Vito saying I got better. Yes, sir. After you become a member, I got 10 times better. I totally agree with you, sir. Okay, guys. So, sorry, this guy distracts me all the time. So this is my doubt here on the ES. You were on a $300 trade, and it's up to you if you want to cash it in or not. And the market gave you warning, the chart gave you warning if you want to consider take everything out or leave one in the market as a runner. But is everything showing here? And it is so sad if a trader cannot read just a couple of steps. I mean, if this trader cannot read a couple of steps, maybe trading is not good for him. Maybe he don't get it. It does not mean he's a very he could be very smart guy, but trading is not for him, you know. And because you have you know, from when my son was in the crash and he was in you know, in the hospitals and everything and all those instruments and all this, I noticed we are, after those years, we can observe much more than a normal guy on the street because we train our brain to spot everything on the chart. So what I'm saying is we are a little bit more details in the real life because we are sitting behind the screen all the time and we watch this market like a hog, tick by tick, become our nature when we are walking on the street and everything. We can see more details than a normal guy on the street. So this is a gift we get after we We sit behind the screen. It is amazing without you recognizing when you sit and trade year after year. You notice everything on everything, you know, and you become very alert about everything without even thinking. So this is how with the market you have to watch it like a hog, and you need to look at the movement, those three pieces, the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, because they are connected in somehow. What we have here. We are about to have a new signal on the CL. We're about to have a new signal on the CL. Be careful. Or did we get it? No, not yet. We're about to have a new signal on the CL. It's coming your direction. You need to consider taking a trade on the CL somewhere above 5572, your CL. Okay, new signal. The new signal on the CL, it says 5567. It's not good. Let me show you why. The automated trade took that trade in here. Why is not good? Because you have a double resistance in here, and the signal did his homework and took a trade. But actually, if I want to trade the CL, I will not follow the signal. I will put it above the double resistance, because immediately when this auto trade took that trade, synced in. I hate taking a trade, it's not going my direction. But if you put a limited order at 5572 or 73, then when the market breaks this area, you get picked up, you know. So that's why I said it's a 5572 or 5573, because this is a double resistant, and we need to make sure this double resistance has been broken. And what we do, we put a limited order. I don't want to have an auto trade on the CL, and it could be going the opposite direction. By ignoring those two lines, it might cost you a couple $100, you know. And this is not acceptable. Ignoring double resistance, and you know those resistance work, and this one here, by ignoring or brushing off or not see on the road when you're driving, it's not the system fault, it's your fault, because it's very obvious you have a double resistance here, and you have to be aware of it as a trader. As a trader, you have to be aware of it, and if you're not aware of it, you know, I'm not your mother to sit next to you. So a trader responsibility to be aware what's going on in the market, honestly, guys. So there we go. The CL now is a break in that area. This is a very good area to break, and we will examine this. Still has not broken it. It's trying to break that area here, and we still not out of the wood, and we need to put a limited order at 5572. Ignore the signal. This one here is an auto trade. I took that trade, but I personally ignored that signal and overwrite the auto trade and put it at 5572. So this is the only one. As we see here, right now we are sinking on the CL, and because of that problem, you ignored the double resistance. Again, the market is pulling back. It's gonna fall in somewhere on the 22.25 and trying to build the momentum to see if we can cross the target, or you can cash in here. Whatever makes you happy is fine with me. The Russell is a sad story. The Russell, there is nothing on the Russell at the moment. Okay. And on the CL for our members, it's not just a double resistance, this is a re-entry point for short. If we look, this is a re-entry point at 55.69 as a re-entry short, and because of the double resistance above the signal. So immediately, again, it's like you fly in an airplane and you have an instrument in front of you. Your instrument is telling you you're gonna get in trouble or not, you know? And that's how it is, you know? You cannot brush off what the system is telling you not to do. If we notice, the CL is really trying to break that area. You see, when you know the market, your life is much easier, and you don't start getting upset. I know what's going on the CL. I know why my signal is not making money. I comprehend what's going on. I don't blame the signal is not making money. What I blame is the double resistance. So I know the CL is in trouble, so there is no need to be pissed about it and get mad or get nervous or I lost money. It is your headache. You failed to read. You know, very simple. You cannot read it, the flock, you know. Welcome to trading. There is a very nice gentleman sent me an email sometimes over the weekend. That gentleman has been on a very wild ride from 0 to 25,000, from 0 to 25,000, from 0 to 25,000, and is asking, and immediately you know that guy is a trader. When somebody can go from 0 to 25,000 3-4 times in a different type of a trading, you know this guy is a trader. What this guy is missing is management. When somebody can go from 0 to 25,000 4 times, 3 times, I don't remember the email. I was reading his email and I was thinking 2 times, should I respond or just skip him, you know? And because it's obvious that guy did not know how to do management, don't know how to stop trading. The rush in the blood making money is making him a blind to be conservative trader, you know. So if you are making money today, close your computer when we are done with this trade and do something with your life, or turn the afternoon on a sim, make 5 trades after 12 o'clock, and see how good you are as a trader. Not because I want you to trade, because when you take in 5 trades a day, recognize if you are a good trader or you are a big messy trader, you are all over the place. That tells you you're not qualified, anyone giving you money to trade. Why? Because even if you purchase 20 auto trade, we have over 20 auto trades in our packages between NT7 and NT8. If I give you 100 auto trade, if I give you 300 auto trade, and if you don't know how to read the market, they become irrelevant. Because you're not a trader. You have not earned your medal for somebody giving you money to trade. You have not earned it. You try, you have not earned it. You're trying to make a shortcut. There is no shortcut in here. Period. So let me go back to this guy. This guy made, so I will not, maybe 3 times or 4 times as I remember from his email. So actually this guy made $100,000 or 75,000. I don't recall the email. Respect for that gentleman. I don't want to, but for a guy making 75, 100,000 and lose it all, and ask, he's not our member. He is just guy seeking for help. So this means he's a very good trader, but the aggressiveness and mismanagement give away his winning 75 or 100,000. This is sad story actually. For a guy don't know how to trade, lost a couple $1,000. He don't know how to trade. But for a guy making 100,000 and give it all up again, there's something wrong in there. Once we cross this line, 55.84, I think we are going to the 55.96, done by 56.64. And the second one, absolutely, because of the timing and everything. So you can, you have a double resistance here, which is tradable as a short, without a question. When you see double resistance, the 56.15, it will be short trade. Once we cross that area here, 55.84. So this is the story for today. And now we have an early warning by the Russell with the fibs. It's already initiated a short trade on the an early warning with the fib automated trade. And both of them, the target, this is a total different system, and a high time frame is sinking into your chart, and both of them into the red, which very soon we are going to have a trade on the Russell. So this is an early warning. It's telling us this is a different auto trade. As we said, we have plenty auto trades. It's not the auto trades the problem, it's the one who driving the auto trade. So now it is an early warning, and this is immediately giving you, we are about to have a short trade, a short signal on the Russell, and actually you need to start kissing. Here's the things. Now this is on the NASDAQ. There is a re-entry point. We calculated for you at 7727. This is a re-entry point. Now, if this re-entry point did not survive, from that area all the way down to here is not a tradable market. So we thought about everything, guys. You just need to follow your instruments. And as you see, the NASDAQ, can you guys see it on the Skype? Can anyone respond? If we look at the wick on this NASDAQ, came in exactly at 7727, and if this 7727.50 not going to hold, now we are sinking in from that area to that area in a disaster trading system. So this is where you need to catch and understand what's going on in the market. And the same story on the YM. This is your re-entry point. And if this re-entry point get penetrated, it is one big mess all the way down to the 6095. For if it is a little blurry on your right corner of YouTube, you can increase your resolution. And there we go. Gentlemen, the market has broken, and this is it. Is trying to break those area here. For me, I am done training for today, and I will leave it for a few more minutes running the system to see the outcome of the you see how this market kicked from those places. That means is a good news, because for the most traders, the same question: how do you know, Sam, is volatility? I'm showing it to you every day when you're gonna get in trouble, or when this market is going to go sideways, or it's gonna be in a big mess. Because right now, if this NASDAQ and a YM kicked back from this re-entry point, that means we are still alive and we have a good potential to have another run. However, if this market drop below those area, go for lunch, go for early lunch, because there is nothing you can trade. Don't sit down and bang your head on the wall. You're not going to win. You're going to lose situation. If this NASDAQ start going below the 7728 right now, it is estimated 7728, you're going to dive into big pile of mud, and you're not going to get out of it, and you're going to lose money. So what we need to do is, if it's 1127, if we are trending with the market, is very fine. If we are knocked out of those trades, it is very fine. Then we will be going for lunch. But you don't mess with an area, or you do not go step in the rain and there is a big gorilla in front of you and you say, I'll make it. No, you're not going to make it. No one can make it. You don't know what those guys are thinking, So if I see anything good, I will let you know. But the market is over here. It's finished. Now the NASDAQ is 7728. It's been trying to flirt with that number now for 5 bars. Look. You can see how this Nasdaq is struggling in this area. There we go. Okay, kiss it goodbye. It's finished. It's 11:29. And if this line gets broken, that's it. There is nothing. If this market kicked from the 7728 back up again, that's mean we are another half an hour into that trade, and it's gonna go somewhere before lunch. If it's not, that's mean there is nothing left. Go and enjoy your early lunch. Okay. Flatten out everything. It's finished. The party is over, and there is no more trades. It is going to be a big mess in here. So, gentlemen, it is over for me. There is nothing to chew on. It's 11:31. The market is gonna drive you crazy, and even my Russell trade, it's doing extremely well. I don't care, and also the Russell is doing very well, and the YM start taking a short trade on the fib. This is an indication for an early warning. We are going to the short side. And it's a flatten out everything here. It is impossible to break all those area. Look at this. Look at this mess here. You're not gonna make it short here. I hope not. And here it is messy. The party is over, and there is nothing to trade anymore. So what we have done, we had an early today, and it was beautiful. And then we sit on the side until 11 something, until the market give us the clearance to trade. And everybody walked away with money. And whether you were trading ES, NASDAQ, or Dow Jones. So try to protect your profit, and try to go in the afternoon, do some practicing. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure serving every one of you, and we will see you tomorrow. I will try my best to come before 10 o'clock, and if I can, it will be my pleasure to give you a little help before 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.